I'm doing a real quick little video here just to show you how to knit with a magic loop for the breakout session for our needle tasting. There's lots of online videos on YouTube. There's a class in Craftsy. There's lots of ways to learn this, but this is just a really quick tutorial so you can give it a try in this session. So basically we have two needles. We have our stitches to work in the round split in half on one side, half on the other. So what we want to do is, if you slide your stitches up on the needles, we have a front needle and a back needle. The back needle is the one where the yarn is coming from. And we are going to take the back needle and pull it out so that the stitches are resting on the cord. When we bring the yarn forward to work on this yarn, we want to make sure that we don't loop it over the cord or over the needle. We want to make sure it comes from under so we don't get an extra yarn over there. And basically what we do is we work the stitches that are in front using the needle from the back. So once we get this started, it's pretty much just like any other knitting. We're just doing a quick little rib here. Knit across. Now I'm knitting continental, but it really doesn't matter. Just you knit your stitches across this front needle. We're more concerned about the method than the madness here. Okay, so we are doing a 1x1 rib, and we're going to get to the end of the working stitches here. All right, so now we've come to the end and we have all these stitches worked in this round on this needle. The yarn is now on the left-hand side. So what we want to do is turn the needle around, bring the other needle around to the front, and right now it's just all cord, so we need to put the needle back so the stitches are resting on the needle. I do it by pushing rather than pulling the cord. More than once I pulled what I didn't mean to pull, so I usually just push the needle in. Now once again we have our needle in the back, has the yarn coming from it. So we're going to take the yarn, make sure that it's not coming over the needle but under it, pull out this needle, and now we're going to work these stitches. So we just kind of work across. The other thing that I should point out that I like to do is to pull first two stitches very tightly so that you don't get what's sometimes called a ladder, a big loose stitches in between the two needles. And then we knit across. Now, like I said, it really doesn't matter whether you're doing this English style or continental style. I'll do this English style for now to show you that there's no difference in what we do. I'm just a little slower this way. Okay, I'm going to go back to my way because I'm much more comfortable, a little bit faster with it. So, yeah, again, we just basically work across. And the stitches on the back, of course, are now resting on the cord. The stitches on the front that we're working are on the needles, being transferred from one needle to the other. So now we're finished transferring all of the stitches that were on this needle to the needle that wasn't back. And again, we're going to turn our work and slide the stitches to be worked onto the needle, either by pulling the cord from this direction or pushing the needle in. I like to push rather than pull. Once again, we want to make sure that this yarn coming from the back isn't twisted around, pulling the stitches in a weird way, but coming from the bottom of the needle to the front, and we pull that out and begin to work these. So once again, I do try to tighten these stitches, the first two. I give them a good tight pull, and then continue working across. So that's all it is. It's really a pretty brief introduction, but I think enough to get you started. Have fun.